Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about injury prevention. And this is something that I talk about more and more and more as we go. And there's a reason for that. And there's a reason you guys see me just roll my eyes whenever all these guys challenge me to these various physical challenges. I want to challenge you to a max incline bench. I want to challenge you to a cage fight, whatever silly shit they come up with. Look at my beard. Look at all that salt and pepper. I'm 39. I'm going to turn 40 coming up here in December. I'm old enough to be a lot of your guys' dad. I am relatively injury free. My body doesn't hurt. My joints don't hurt. My tendons don't hurt. And yet I can still do reps with beltless deadlifts with over 500 pounds. I still do overhead presses with over 200 pounds for reps. Not the strongest guy in the world, but I'm pretty strong. I'm pretty fast. And I'm doing pretty good for my age. Again, a lot of you guys look at your dad. You see your dad repping out 500 pounds on the deadlift. No, your dad probably talks about aches and pains and his body hurting. I'm trying to prevent that, guys. I'm trying to focus on quality of life so that when I'm old enough to be a lot of your guys' grandpa, I'm still not hurting, complaining about my hips, my elbows, my shoulders, all of these things. This is a big deal to me, and I see a lot of these YouTubers who are giving advice, and I'm watching them, and I'm going, when these guys get to be my age, they're going to be busted up. They're not going to be able to train. They're not going to be able to do the things that I'm doing now. And I think about that because in another 10 years, I still want to be physically active. I want to be enjoying the things that I enjoy in life, be able to go out and do things that I love, whether it's hunting or hiking or anything else, and not hurt all the time. So one of the biggest things that I see guys doing wrong, and YouTubers are bad about it, and I see a lot of younger guys following suit, whenever they have a joint or a tendon or something that hurts, what's the first thing they do? They wrap it up and put a sleeve on it. When your body and your tendons or joints hurt from training, that is your body telling you to stop doing what you are doing. It's not telling you to go take a pain pill. It's not telling you to take ibuprofen, to take some painkillers, to ice it, to make the pain go away, or to wrap it up or put a sleeve on it because it's not warm enough. That is absolutely not what your body is telling you. It hurts and is getting inflamed because your body is telling you, if you keep doing this, I'm going to snap. I'm going to injure you. And wraps and sleeves are never been a proven effective method for reducing injuries. Nowhere have they been found to do so, and in some cases they increase injury rates. Just because they're wrapping something and putting a little pressure on it or getting it warmer is not stopping the inflammation in those tendons or the problems in those joints, the stresses in those joints that are wearing them down. And so if you're wrapping up certain things, and again, wrists are a little different only because a wrist wrap can hold a joint into position. The only joint that you should ever wrap is a joint that you do not want to move at all during an exercise. Since you're moving your elbows, since you're moving your knees, that's a bad idea. Again, something like a wrist on certain types of presses, not all, because you're trying to lock it in position and put hydrostatic pressure in there so that it doesn't move. There's a difference between that and a joint that you're actually moving. So I want to clarify that. But by wrapping them up and doing stuff to make the pain or inflammation be delayed or to not feel it, you are going to make it worse. You're going to give yourself tendinitis. You're going to give yourself potential arthritis in these joints because you keep beating them and inflaming them in a way that your body isn't happy about. And worst case scenario, you're going to snap that tendon off the bone and have to have it reattached in order to function again. So this idea that guys just are supposed to train through the pain, this is a moronic, idiotic idea being promoted by ignoramuses who are going to snap their shit up and be hurt. This isn't something the majority of you should be doing. And in fact, even the guys who want to be hardcore, how hardcore are you going to be in 10 or 15 years if you start snapping tendons and things off the bone that you don't have the insurance or the money to have the repair surgeries done? It's one thing if you guys are sitting on a ton of money and you want to try to get 1% more gain by pushing through the pain, and you can afford to get something reconnected surgically, and this is maybe part of your career to get that extra 1% gains. But for the rest of you, it's not going to be worth it. And when you start ripping stuff, it's not going to be worth it. When in 10 years or 20 years you hurt all the time because of all the tendinitis and the inflammation you've created in this connective tissue, you're not going to be happy. It's not going to be worth it. When you guys get to be my age and your body hurts, you're going to be just like your dad that you laugh about now, or your uncle or grandpa, who you're like, well, they didn't used to be in shape. Maybe they did, and maybe they're just sore because they treated their body like shit. And wrapping things up to fight through the pain or because they hurt is treating your body like shit. It's no place in fitness. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.